It's time for our guest, Fusion Interview with DJ D-Life. We're going to talk about anything and everything.
All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Fusion right here on Synergy TV with yours truly, D-Life. Now, tonight, I'm feeling honored. I'm feeling really special tonight because we are premiering the signature Carnival, what's the word I'm looking for? Signature Carnival reality show, Road Ready, right here on Synergy TV. And with that being said, I have the host for said show on with us tonight. All right, I have the beautiful Jodi Hendriques on the show with us. A lot of y'all might know her from RETV, from VIP Backstage. She has over 20 years. And if you haven't seen her on TV or on Instagram or somewhere, that means you're in a loo, you're living under a rock somewhere. All right, so I'm not gonna do you any more torturing. I want to get this show on the road because this show is going to be so entertaining because I am a fan of Road Ready, and I am so honored that it is coming to Synergy. Listen, I'm not even going to talk about it no more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fusion, the one, the only. I'm going to just call her Jodi. Jodi.
Hi.
Hi, Jodi. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, Jodi, first and foremost, all right, because I know a lot of people are going to be looking here and a lot of people know who you are, but I want you to give us a little description for people who don't know, who has never seen you before.
Okay, so my name is Jodi Hendriques, and I've been in television, as you said, for over 20 years. I enjoy being in front of the camera. So whether it's my YouTube channel or whether it's with RETV, RJR, I've done stuff with a few other television stations, both locally and internationally. I'm just always in your face. You know, I would like to think that I was one of the first Jamaican influencers, socialite. And I've been doing this for a while, and I'm just enjoying to see, where this space is going and that I'm still in it, and I enjoy being in front of the camera. And right now I'm enjoying being behind the camera as well, more in production. So I'm here to stay.
All right, there it is. Now I like that fact that you're kind of like doing a lot of stuff behind the camera. Share a little bit about some of that with us, like what it is, how is that making that transition from being in front of the camera now to being behind the camera?
So I remember years ago with RETV, we had to do coverage of the Miss Jamaica pageant, and we were short of staff. And I said, you know what, this is something that we have to cover. I believe my girlfriend was in it, but I was very passionate about covering the pageant. And I said, I have to do this. And I ended up getting all the footage. And then I went into the editing room and they all looked at me and they're like, Jodi, we're really busy. What are we supposed to do with this? And so I was like, I give me the show, I'm giving you the footage. And so they showed me how to read the time codes and put everything together. And it was really kind of cool how I could manipulate and put a package together that people would see, So basically all the mess ups behind the scenes you didn't have to see, or you could. It was all dependent on me. And from I did that show, I can't listen to, if you ask me what year, if you ask me what month, if you ask me what I was worth, me not remember. I don't remember anything like that. But from then I was kind of like, this is really cool. I think I want to do more stuff behind the scenes. And in doing my other shows, I would sit down with the producers and be like, hey, take this out, or hey, could you put that in? Or listen, this was really, really cool. Or I got something on my phone. Can you fit this in to the show? And then now that I'm not with a television station, I have my YouTube channel. I kind of do a little bit of the editing, which doing the editing myself is extremely, extremely difficult. Like I rate all of the editors. Like, when I call to get a price and them tell me 20 grand and 40 grand, I'm like, sir, you do that, you deserve it. I can't afford it, but you deserve it. And so now with Road Ready, there's a lot. I've never done a reality show before, and there's a lot behind the scenes that goes on. So whether it is the casting, or whether it is how you want everything to be laid out, or how you want this whole show to be perceived and seen, it's basically up to the producers as to what you see. Mm-hmm. And it's a big responsibility. And, so I really enjoy that,
So now that you segued into it, Road Ready.
Yeah.
I mean, this is huge. I mean, welcome to you guys are going to be coming to Synergy. You know, it's going to be so fantastic, man. The premiere is this Friday, following this show. So, folks, remember, keep it locked. As soon as Fusion is done, keep it locked right here to Road Ready. I mean, give us a little breakdown on what Road Ready is.
So, Road Ready is the first Carnival reality show. And this is really exciting because we are taking our Caribbean content, our Carnival content. You know, in the Caribbean, we're so rich with our culture, with our diversity, with everything. And there's people who, a Jamaican may not know what's going on in Cayman, or there may be somebody from America who don't know what's happening in Antigua. And as a Carnival reality show with this Caribbean content, we want to show the world, we want to show everybody, you know, what we're made of. We want to show people what Carnival is, and, you know, the different islands, because it's also, there's a travel aspect to the show as well, you know. And for me as a host, it's been really cool because I've gone to places within Miami, within Orlando that I may not necessarily have gone to, you know, visiting there. So it was really cool. And, you know, just to as the host, my responsibility is to do some research on Carnival, and that part to me has not only been extremely important, but like I just love getting into the whole history of it, because before, you know, I just put on my feathers, you know, the skincare the better, but now having that understanding, it's way cooler, way deeper, and I want to tell everybody about it.
Well, here what we have the trailer. Right. So we're going to play the trailer because season 1 starts off with you guys in Orlando for Orlando Carnival, right? I'm not going to give away season 2 yet because I want folks to really absorb season 1, you know, and everything. Listen, we're going to play the trailer, folks. All right. This is the trailer. It premieres this Friday on Synergy, right here on Synergy at 9 p.m. This is right after Fusion. All right, watch this trailer right here. When we come back, we got more questions for Jodi, man. When we come back, watch this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Orlando for season 1 of Road Ready.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Now.
Head, shoulders, knees.
Turn around and bend.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes.
Now, let's get that last part. That is one of the cast members, right?
Correct.
What is okay? So explain to us, Jodi, the cast, because we know you are the host and we are familiar with you. Explain the cast and what was it in terms of picking that cast for Road Ready.
So, when we were first picking the cast, I had said, you know, I think it'd be really interesting to have a newbie, a Carnival newbie, somebody who had never played Carnival before, simply because this would be a great this would be great for not just me, but for the other castmates to tell them what they know about Carnival. So you could get to see Carnival from a newbie's eyes, and then you, in hearing what one of the other cast members may say to her, how they perceive Carnival, you know. So I thought that was really cool. And then I wanted to also push on, you just buy a costume and you can play. It's not like, you know, in Brazil where you have to be a part of a samba school. In the Caribbean, for our carnivals, you just purchase a costume and you can be a part of the band. So I really wanted a newbie there so that everybody can know, hey, oh, it's not closed. It's not, you know, no, you can come. You're welcome to come. We welcome you here in the Caribbean to play Carnival with us. So there's our newbie. Am I allowed to say their names? I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Okay. So Corvea is our newbie. She's from Puerto Rico, and she's never played Carnival before, but she is of Caribbean descent. So that was pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
She's of Caribbean descent. You just said
because she's in the Caribbean. So
okay.
Puerto Rico, so that's why I'm saying Caribbean descent.
She has no idea of what Carnival was.
She says
Wow.
Carnival. And I'm like,
Carnival.
yes, correct. Carnival. Aye, we gonna go Carnival. Okay, it's very nice in the Carnival.
So
And then yes.
go ahead,
Sorry.
go ahead. List your cast.
And then we have our Carnival couple, which I thought would be interesting because me can't play Carnival with my husband. It doesn't happen. I don't know how them do it. I see people on the road all the time, chups on a whole hand. Me, it's not for me.
You know,
Not for
there's
me.
a saying in the Caribbean, right? You don't bring sand to the beach. Now, people might take that and run with it like there's infinite. No, but there's a level to it. But
Right.
go ahead.
Right. So we have our Carnival couple, KJ and Marissa. And KJ is very handsome. He's his beautiful body. And so the girls, he's eye candy. Marissa, who is his girlfriend, she's beautiful as well. She models Carnival costumes. So, the two of them being so good looking individually and then together, such a good looking couple, there's of course, a little drama going on there. Then we have Megan. She's our island sweetheart. Everything is hunky-dory, lighty sage, sing a songy, all is well with the world. My feathers are beautiful. Oh, I'm as light as a feather, Megan, right? So she's just very flighty, very airy-fairy, very like, oh, let's kumbaya, sing a carnival song and be together. And then we have Carnival Bay, Letitia. She's in the carnival space as a Easter, like a social media. You log on to her page, Carnival Bay, and she has all of this cool information about Carnival and how she plays Carnival, what you need for Carnival, tells you about Carnivals coming up. All of this, I can't remember the word right now. What are you? Social media? Yes, a Carnival influencer. That's the word. Influencer. Yes. Yeah. Baby brain, just see what
Yeah.
And then I'm trying not to mix up the cast from season 1 and season 2. And then so we have Letitia, Megan, Corvea, Marissa, KJ. Okay, and then we have DJ Fresh. So DJ Fresh lives in Orlando and he's a DJ. And so he was kind of showing us the ropes, or he'd be like, no, you can't wear that, or it's this kind of party. And it was kind of cool to have him there. He was almost like my mole then, because he knew what was coming up at all times, which was kind of cool, and the cast was like, what's happening, what's going on. And then I think that's it. Letitia, Megan, Corvea, Marissa, KJ, Fresh. Is it 6 of them? I think that's it.
I think it's six of you guys.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right. Now, what is, like you just painted everybody's role, and you're taking this group of people and you're putting them in one hybrid into the most, what's the word I'm looking for, experience. Because Carnival is a different element. It is, you have everything there. People have spawned on to have massive relationships from there. People have, there have been divorces from Carnival. There's been proposals on the road. There's everything in Carnival. What was it like, you as the host, having these individuals, and how was their you guys, was it an Airbnb you guys stayed in, right?
Yes, so we were all in one house.
All under one roof?
Yes.
Oh boy. Yes. What was one of the most intriguing things for you as the host in dealing with Road Ready that you think the audience would totally be blown away by?
I think that because we're all big people on the show, and it really did surprise me how well we all got along, and that we're all still in touch. Well, some of us are still in touch. But I think the fact that, big people all living at the same house, that we were all considerate of one another most of the times, and that, most of us are all still friends. Because I think that even when you have like there's this whole thing on TikTok where if a friend group goes to Miami, they come back and they're not friends. Yeah. We went to Orlando not knowing each other. We came back and we're all friends, So I think just seeing everything happening and what goes on in the show, to know that, we're still friends. We still, we live under the same roof, and nobody ended up strangling anybody. I think, pretty cool to know.
All right. Well, Jodi, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, All right. I want to get into more with Road Ready in terms of you guys from getting on the plane and what was some of the experiences. All right. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back more with Jodi right here on Fusion. We'll be right back.
Save the date.
Miami Carnival 2023
Kicks off with Junior Carnival on Saturday, September 30th.
Panorama Friday, October 6th.
Juve, Saturday, October 7th. Carnival and concert, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss out on North America's biggest and longest running carnival.
Log on to MiamiCarnival.org
or call 305-653-1877 for more info.
Miami Carnival 2023.
Cool host. Super cool guest. New music premieres. Informative, fun games.
I don't know.
Watch Fusion with DJ D Life Friday nights at 8 p.m. on Synergy TV with rebroadcast Sunday and Thursday nights.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Orlando for season 1 of Road Ready.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Now.
Head, shoulders, knees.
Turn around and bend.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
All right, folks. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with Jodi. She is in the building, the host of Road Ready, which will be premiering this Friday on Synergy. Following this show. Now, Jodi, the being you guys travel to Orlando together. Did you guys?
Not necessarily, because we're all coming from different countries or different cities in America.
Okay.
So on my flight, I was the only Jamaican.
You was the only Jamaican on your flight.
Yes, and I got to the house first.
Okay.
And then we had I believe Letitia came in first. So everybody, and Letitia actually lives in Canada, and she has Bayesian roots.
Okay.
So I don't think there were no two people except for, of course, KJ and Marissa, but there were no two people that were traveling in together.
So now you guys get to the house. Walk us through the first night at the house, kind of like giving everybody the intro. What was that like?
So as each person came in, I would give them like a little tour, introduce them to whoever else has already been there. And then, of course, we get a drinky poo to kind of, just take off the edge
a little bit, right?
Yes. And then I remember Fresh got his setup with all his turntables because he had everything there at the house. So we had some music going, and I believe the first night we went out. So, that was pretty cool, So, we just kind of got to know each other, party together. And it's like, once you share a shot, you're best friends. So it was all fine and dandy.
All right. Now, as you guys are going on now, Road Ready is based within you guys playing mass, right?
Right.
There's that part of it, right?
Right.
What was the choosing process of playing with a particular band? Because I know for the newbie, having to put on just absolutely just a bikini kind of thing. What was that like? How was that selling point?
So you're not going on you don't go in anybody's yard unless them invite you.
Right.
So Orlando Carnival 1, I think. Oh Lord, you see, I don't want to give away any wrong names because I have 2 seasons under my belt. See me here with notes here, just looking. Anyway, so we were in discussions with Orlando Downtown Carnival, and they said, we'd welcome you, we'll sponsor you, and of course we have a band here, so we can, give you X amount of costumes.
Nice.
And then of course, in speaking with Corvea, I let her know, I said, this is Carnival, this is what we do. I'm going to pick a costume for you. And with the first season, no one knew what costume they were going to be in, which did cause a bit of a problem. But I kind of put myself in a situation where I wasn't too comfortable. I don't like the color yellow because me is yellow.
Right.
So I said, if I'm going to put everybody else in a situation where they may not be too comfortable, I don't think it's fair that I'm like, oh, I'll pick this one. This is the most beautiful one, and I didn't try to mess up anybody or to be mean to anybody. I picked costumes that I thought, Letitia would actually look really beautiful in this, or, Megan would look really, really good in this color. And I think this style would suit her. And then I looked at Corvea and I said, let me put Corvea with me in my section, because I do think the yellow would look nice on Corvea. And then also, should it be that we need to go into our sections, I can kind of, take Corvea with me. And she was fine. There was a show, modeling something. And she put on a costume and modeled the costume. And let me tell you, she looked like any of those girls from Trinidad. She'd take over the runway. She start whining her little bootsy. She did, and she looks beautiful in the costume. And she has this tattoo on her backside where she looks really good in her costume. So she was fine. She was fine. When she put it on at first, she's like, oh, I need a little liquid courage. And then, please, she was fine. She looked great.
All right. So now, the question I'm going to ask now is, when does the drama start? Because I've seen one or two of the clips when, with the couple, there's a little rift there.
So I would say that started on about day 2.
Damn, it didn't take long. Jeez. Day 2.
So in Orlando, we actually we took a little walk around. Is it day 2? So we visited like a local, like a farm within Orlando. The owner, I'm trying to look through my notes because I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I have a terrible memory. But anyway, I don't want to give away too much of it.
Right.
So
we don't want to give away too much. We want you to watch, folks.
Right. Okay. So let me not say any of that.
Right.
So on day 2, we had lunch, and I guess Corvea didn't know. Just in speaking, I think she said, to be honest with you, I can't remember. But she said something to KJ, or something was said, and she goes, hold on, you two are a couple? So she didn't realize. So there were certain things that happened on the first night and partying where she didn't know that KJ and Marissa were a couple. So it was at this lunch now where she was like, you guys are a couple? And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, hold on, what the hell? Like, where have you been? So that's when it kind of like, Corvea realized, and then she's thinking back to what she may or may not have done, previously.
Oh, wait.
And so, yeah.
Corvea is here. Corvea never been to Carnival before.
Corvea, was looking at Carrie. Her boyfriend is Hoyd.
Marissa thinks Corvea came to try and take me. Corvea just asked me to make her a drink. So now I'm thinking that Corvea is trying to spit game or something like that.
I think the universe is trying to send me a Caribbean man.
Can't do this. No, sir.
Yeah.
Folks, listen. Oh, wow. So this basically what happened here on day 2 preludes to what happened on day 1.
Or night 1, yes.
Or night.
And then it kind of sets the tone that she didn't know that they were a couple, and then
Are they still a couple, by the way?
Yes, they are.
We're gonna have to watch.
Yes, you're gonna have to watch, but they are. They that. I mean, so let me just tell you something, right? Something extremely interesting happened on the road during Orlando Carnival that, I mean, it will blow your mind. You see everything, and then you hear that this happened, and you're like, what? It's complete madness. Like when I heard about it, because I didn't see it, right? When I heard about it, I was like, you did what? It was so. I mean, it's very
there's
interesting.
There's a lot people are gonna have to like tune in.
What a lovely show this is.
All right, now
Bashik Carnival presents the ultimate Spice Mass experience for 2023. Moulin Rouge. A road experience unlike any other in Grenada. From Juve to on the road Monday and Tuesday. Get in your section. Get in your direction. And play a mass. From Jab and Color Juve to Monday and Tuesday on the road with Lady of the Night, Lost, Temptress, Cabaway, Can, Deja Vu, Le Bouger, and more. Bashik Carnival is the all-inclusive, quality entertainment, outstanding customer service, VIP experience. Log on to BashikCarnival.com for all the details and get into Moulin Rouge Bashik Carnival Ultimate Spice Mass Experience for 2023.
All right, now, Jodi, part of it here now. You're in Carnival. What is your favorite Carnival song today? Your song that you love, that you hear it and you just want to.
Right now, Onatunje, Engine Room. I just in mood and feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. Every time I hear that, I just feel a little groove, just feeling nice and easy. Right now. Maybe if you ask me in another hour, it will be a different song. But right now, it's on Onatunje.
Onatunje, Engine Room.
Yes. I'm feeling groovy.
You're feeling groovy.
Yeah, I'm feeling groovy.
You're spinning. We could never leave early. Missed the whole freaking boat.
I know you not blaming me. Nah.
At least it's not my money spent.
Yeah, because I made the money.
You can call somebody.
You see me trying to get a signal.
Oh gosh, well you could ask for a ride or something.
Who you want to ask? Who? I could get a ride, please.
Only one ride off. Come now, man. You go now.
And the iron and the man where they can go drum. In the engine. There's a vibe in the session when we jam into the steel bun. In the engine. Come on, join the line, grab your bottle and spoon. It's a party in the engine room. In the engine room we go jam it steady. In the engine room we go get on wassy. In the meantime, why don't you join the line, grab your bottle and spoon, and come let we party in the engine room. Ooh, yeah. Well, how else we will survive if we don't create a vibe? This is a big part of the life, so soca must live and never die. In this party atmosphere, so sweet that I can't describe. So all the artists you must be here, cause without an engine, can't start, so we cannot dive. No oxygen tank, we got dipsy dive, so we got to come together and try to find a way. No more fight down till we got a unified. Let them keep the money, we not taking bribe. They go come run we down when you see them. Get this song when you're ready. Ready when the iron and the man will be come go down. In the engine. It's a vibe in the session when we jam into the steel bun. In the engine. Come on, join the line, grab your bottle and spoon. It's a party in the engine room. In the engine room we go jam it steady. In the engine room we go get on wassy. In the meantime, why don't you join the line, grab your bottle and spoon, and come let we party in the engine room. Hey, I'm telling you now, if we could just put aside we pride and let Jaja be we guide, then love will be the prize and no one will feel a type of way. You could get radiator and battery, new transmission from the factory. You can do whatever you want, but without an engine, can't start, so we cannot drive. No oxygen tank, we got dipsy dive, so we got to come together and try to find a way. No more fight down till we got a unit. Dancehall vibes.
All right, beautiful. That is so organic right there. All right. So folks, that was Olatunji Engine Room. We are back here with Jodi. Jodi, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, because there's a stigma now, because you're Jamaican and you're hosting a carnival show, and we know as Trinidadians and West Indians, when it comes to carnival, taking a little wine is not a big deal. I have a lot of Jamaican friends that I get a lot of fire for. They're like, man, my girl can't wine and nobody in no party. And so when we come back, Jodi, I want your gif on taking a wine for Carnival. All right, folks, when we come back, more with Jodi from Carnival Road Ready right here at Fusion. This is D-Life. Join me for new episodes of Fusion.
Okay, so my full name is Vera Bubune Makafui Aseye Hamenupeda.
All I want is a short pants with a little piece of wire, twing and 2 feathers. I like it. I roll them in Miami.
I have 5 kids and I want you to give me 1 more.
Lots of new guests, new games. It's going to be crazy. Join me right here on Synergy TV. Brand new episodes of Fusion, man. You're going to see a whole brand new Fusion coming soon.
I love soca
with energy.
Tune in every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m.
with DJ D-Life and Iron Voice.
They got the music,
the energy,
and the joke.
You should have there very early.
We need your share from 2 o'clock.
As a matter of fact, play your commercial.
No,
play your commercial.
Live on Soundchat Radio.
And syndicated on Synergy TV
and EPOS TV.
Download the Soundchat Radio app and engage live
every Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m.
The most entertaining show on your Saturday. DJ D-Life
and Iron Voice.
Double trouble, we say.
All right, folks, so we are back with Jodi, the host of the much anticipated Road Ready. Is going to be premiering this Friday on Synergy TV following this show. All right, so you make sure and you keep it locked right here. Now, Jodi, Carnival. The concept behind Carnival and the concept of taking a wine and that whole Caribbean, I wouldn't say Caribbean because there's a lot of cultures that don't really expect, well, Jamaicans, you being Jamaican, how being in something like Road Ready and that whole atmosphere, how did that pan out?
So, like being a Jamaican representing Carnival?
Representing, right. And the whole carnival aspect of, you know, it's okay to take a wine. A wine is a wine, according to Patrice. A little wine is nothing but a wine.
This carnival, dancing carnival, it's a freedom of expression, right? So, you know, where Carnival is coming from in Trinidad, you know, with the slaves and the slave masters and coming right down with colonialism and what Carnival is today, you know, it's a freedom of expression.
Right.
And I think it's really important that before you head on the road, that if you are in a committed relation, or okay, it doesn't have to be committed, but if you're in a relationship, you need to have a discussion. Jamaican man, you know. You need to have a discussion with your partner as to, you know, what is acceptable, you know, what you're comfortable with, you know, because I wouldn't necessarily go out on the road and do certain things that I know, you know, my husband wouldn't feel comfortable, you know, with me doing.
Right.
And I think when you're in any relationship with someone that you really care for, that would be something that you would take into consideration. Because although I want to feel free and this is how I want to express myself and, you know, this is what Carnival means to me, I'm also very mindful that I do have a husband that no mind that, you know. So I don't really think, and you know, you'll see where I cover it in season 1 as well. For me personally, taking a wine is not a big deal. Oh gosh, man, it's Carnival, it's going to happen. It is not the biggest deal. And I found, you know, and I said this to Corvea as well. When you stand up there and you stush and you guani and one man come behind you and with him big belly and him sweaty and that's not necessarily your type and you just, oh, and you carry on, you're going to get, it's happened to me. when the big belly man come behind me, and I'm like, oh. And he's just like, oh, yeah, you think you're better than people? You can tell you Trini, you're Trini. Sunny side up breakfast party, he done me in the place. Right? And he just traced me off, and he kind of ruined my time. And I was like, oh gosh. You know, and his next big belly friend was there laughing at me. The two of them were carrying on. And I was like, you know, I just can't bother. What is with the whole, stushy? So for me, just take a little while. No, it's not a relationship. It doesn't mean anything more than so. Just, oh gosh, you're there, you're dancing, you have a good time. Just take a little while and move on. Now, I know that in itself is controversial, because when I spoke about it, some people were saying how, oh, you know, this culture and that rapist culture and this it. So really and truly, there is no correct answer. It is how you feel. It is what you and your partner have spoken about. And, you know, to me, to take the liquor wine, just take the wine and move on, sir. Take the wine and move on, because me don't want a big belly Trini man cuss me off again like that.
Some folks, you heard it from Jodi. Take a little wine and move on. There it is. This is that right there. That is a soundbite for Carnival right now. Take your little wine and move on.
Move on.
And move on. Now, especially with having a mixed culture, especially you know, when you look at because we get this a lot. Americans,
right? They
don't know nothing about the Caribbean culture.
Right.
So if you're in a relationship, like I make fun of this on my radio show a lot. We kind of blame everything on Americans. We say if you're not in a relationship with somebody from the Caribbean and you're in an American, God bless you. Yeah. Carnival might not be your go right now.
Yeah, it's hard for them to understand, you know, just the friendliness that we have, because I've seen where friends of mine will have partners that are American, and they don't get why we have to talk to every single person at the party. They don't understand how we know so many people. They don't understand why him know every gal, and then the gal have a kiss and hug him, okay, and they don't say nothing. So it's hard to explain the whole Caribbeanness to an outsider. So,
and then there's the I'm coming back. And you go on and you're right.
I'm coming just now.
And it's not a big deal. But I like you said,
that is 2 hours later.
But the good thing is I'm still in the vicinity. I'm in the fact. I ain't leave. But
yeah.
Maybe if you look so you might see me, you know, but I'm here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Jodi from Road Ready. I mean, Jodi, tell us before I want to get into the whole concept of the show, and then we have the game segment. But what could be some of the things that folks can look forward to with Road Ready that, you know, for somebody who, you know, is watching the show right now, would make me, I want to see this.
Yeah. So Road Ready takes the carnival culture globally. So you can be watching the show to say, you know, I've never been to Orlando Carnival. Why would I go to Orlando Carnival? Let me check it out. So you're going to watch Road Ready, and you're going to see season 1 when we're in Orlando. You know, what are some of the lead-up parties for Orlando Carnival? Is Orlando Carnival a big carnival? What kind of costumes them have? You know, how does a road look? You know what I mean? So I think that was really cool, because even experiencing it, I've never done Orlando Carnival before. So that was really cool. So as a viewer, you'd get an insight onto the different carnivals that we go to. And as I was saying, there is a travel aspect to the show. Mm-hmm. So not only do you see us, you know, playing mass, but you also see us doing, don't want to let go too much, but you also see a little travel aspect as well. Something you may not know about the area, about the culture, about the Caribbean culture within Orlando. So that was really cool too, because all of the cast members that went, you know, everybody was like, oh, I didn't know this. Oh, this is really cool. Like a learning experience, you know. So if it's a learning experience for us on the show, I know it will be a learning experience for the viewers. And then, of course, there's the entertainment value. You know what I mean? You fling 6 people in a house, well, 7. You fling seven people in a house. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to sing Kumbaya and smoke marshmallows?
A lot of drama. You're going to have a little mixture of drama as well.
Yeah, you got a little mixings, you know, I got a little mixings.
I am so intrigued for this, man. I mean, I am excited. I know a lot of people are going to be excited to see this as well. I mean, just having that whole carnival experience. What would be, and season 2, because You know, we could say this, that right preceding season 1,
right,
season 2 is going to air. So folks, you don't have to wait forever. And season 2 is based in Miami, from Miami Carnival, which
correct,
is, but hands down, the biggest carnival in North America. You know, that whole experience in itself. But where would you guys, as Road Ready, as you as the host, the main part of the show, where would you love to go next, Jodi? What carnival would you love? I mean, hands down would be your first choice.
St. Lucia.
Oh, wow.
St. Lucia, yeah.
What is it about St. Lucia?
So from what I'm understanding, when I saw what was happening on my feed last year, St. Lucia has 2 days of carnival. And then, I'm getting goosebumps, man. Jeez, you see this foolishness I talk about carnival and get goosebumps? Oh, God. And then when I was watching the bands launch in St. Lucia, it seems like they have quite a few bands, and the costumes were top tier. One of the bands, I can't remember the name of the band, their theme was Alice in Wonderland. And I'm like, what stupidness is that? And I went and I looked, and I think they had 4 or 5 costumes, and each costume, the theme was present with it, and it blew me away. The costumes blew me away, the theme blew me away. And I said, 2 days, you know, because sometimes when you do the Liquor One Road March, you're like, oh God, I want more, you know. So I think that the 2 days in St. Lucia, the only carnival that I know of that does 2 days is Trinidad, you know. And then St. Lucia,
well, Antigua too. Antigua does 2 days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay, awesome.
Antigua does 2 days as well. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's now on my radar. And just because it is a Caribbean island, you know, I like to do Caribbean carnivals. I definitely think there's a different vibe when you're in, you know, the States versus when you're in the Caribbean. And nobody don't cuss me. The reason why I didn't say Jamaica is because, you know, I'm Jamaican. My first carnival was here in Jamaica. You know, some of my first designs were sold to a Jamaican band. So I've done Jamaica, love Jamaica, but what would intrigue me the most is going to St. Lucia.
Ah, there it is. Well, maybe the producers and the people are listening right now, because Synergy is.
Yes, St. Lucia, if you'd like to have me, what they call me again? Influencer? Yeah.
Now, Jodi, you mentioned carnival designs. I didn't know that about you. You design carnival costumes?
So let me say, I haven't designed one in quite a while. I have my mannequin here. I'm stuck. I've been stuck on this for quite some time. I have another mannequin over here. So I started designing in, when was that? I think it was 2017, I believe. As I said, horrible with years. I went to the mass camp in Jamaica for Bacchanal, and at the time Fuzzy was there. Mm-hmm. And he was like the head designer, one of the executives at Bacchanal. And I said to him, I was like, you know, I've been here. I actually started in the carnival game assisting at the mass camp. I would deliver your costumes. I would help glue on any extra stones. I would help you with your fit. I'd bend your wire bra for you. I'd juice up your costume. And I did it all for free just because I wanted to be in the carnival space. And this is how I saw my way in. And then it was cool too, because I'm working back there giving out your costumes. So when I'd be like, hey, Fuzzy, can I get a backpack? Can I get a collar? Of course, he would do it for me, you know? So in 2017, I said, hey, Fuzzy, you know, is it possible for me to design a costume? Like, how do you do that? Like, what do I do? And he said, all right, come, let me show you. And he started, you know, showing me how to put beads on. And this time, you know, the beads were the little, you know, the ones that you get in Orlando, not Orlando. When you show your boobies, you get those beads.
Yeah, from Mardi Gras.
Yes, them old-time beads. Those are the beads. Applique, like some old-time something. And at the time, you know, that was what was trendy in designing costumes. That was what was available to us. And I designed a costume, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked like a sexy green Ninja Turtle costume, like a lime green Ninja Turtle. But I sold. And from there, I kind of was like, you know, I really enjoyed doing this. I really like this. And then I started doing different designs. I've designed for Bliss in Trinidad. I've designed for Swanky in Cayman. Wow. I've designed for Jamaica a few times. So yeah, I've done individual pieces for people. There was I forget her name. She was a bodybuilder, and I made a piece for her as well. And during COVID, you know, you would think that my designing skills and I'd have all of this time. Well, let me tell you, the costume is right there, sitting on this mannequin for the 2 years, and I got stumped. I literally got stumped. And it's funny because I showed it to Trinidad and the girl was like, oh, you need a couple more here and there. And I think because I had the costume for so long looking at it, that when she told me that it needed a little bit more, I felt so sad. I was like, what more could it need? It's been 2 years. What more can you put on it? And I think it kind of just broke my spirit. And since COVID, I haven't really done another costume. And I said, okay, let me scrap that costume. Let me start all over again. And I said, this stupid costume that I can't move from your costume book.
Well, you never know. You never know. Your inspiration might be road ready.
True.
To get it get the block out and get you back. You know.
True.
I mean, let me ask you something, and I know it's something that you don't necessarily think because we have the game part of the show coming up next. But let me ask you something. We talk about relationships and going into Carnival. Is there by any chance, maybe out of the blue, you would say, okay, because I mean, it's no secret, you're married to Sean Paul. Would that be something that you guys might introduce maybe down the road with Road Ready?
I don't think so. I mean, we are not a Carnival couple at all. You know, my husband sings dancehall music. He's, you know, a dancehall ambassador. He's very true to his dancehall. And, you know, I love my Carnival. I love my soca. And I just don't, I don't think he would be, he's very private, you know, he's extremely private. Because this is not the first reality show that I've, you know, been approached about. And he's like, I don't think that's up his alley at all.
Well, that's good. I mean, we all know and love Sean, and definitely. I mean, he has done a few. There's one soca collaboration I know with him, Major Lazer and Marshall. One of the big tunes out there. So. And
he came to Carnival that year with me. I think that was the year he made me cry. Yeah. Listen, I don't cry. I in the labor room, I'm not crying. You're not going to see me cry. I have a 6-year-old son. He's never seen me cry. My husband can count on his one hand the amount of times he's seen me cry. I'm not this emotional. Nope. Well, I tell you, at the end of Carnival, you see, G's and P's, the liquor bust up in my head. And I don't remember. Also, too, I am known to cry when Carnival is over because I'm really sad it's over. I mean, Hennessy kind of just, I don't know what he said to me, and I just started crying. I was like, you're spoiling my Carnival.
Okay, so we're going to leave Sean home.
Yeah, we'll leave him home because I'm not known to cry. I will cry every now and then if Carnival is over, but I don't know what he said. I was like, I'm not bringing you back. You're spoiling the Carnival.
I love that. Yeah, we're going to leave. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one quick break. When we come back, more with Jodi. We have the game, Take 5. I mean, signature game here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with Jodi, Take 5 right here before we wrap up. All right, stay tuned.
Save the date.
Miami Carnival 2023
Kicks off with Junior Carnival on Saturday, September 30th.
Panorama Friday, October 6th.
Juve, Saturday, October 7th.
Carnival and concert, Sunday, October 8th.
Don't miss out on North America's biggest and longest running carnival.
Log on to MiamiCarnival.org
or call 305-653-1877 for more info.
Miami Carnival 2023. I love soca
with energy.
Tune in every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m.
with DJ D-Life and Iron Voice.
They got the music,
the energy,
and the joke.
You should have there very early.
We need your share from 2 o'clock.
As a matter of fact, play your commercial.
No,
play your commercial.
Live on Soundchat Radio
and syndicated on Synergy TV
and E+ TV.
Download the Soundchat Radio app and engage live
every Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m.
The most entertaining show on your Saturday. DJ D-Life
and Iron Voice.
Double trouble, we say.
All right, folks, so we are back with Jodi. She's in the building, the host of the upcoming show Road Ready right here on Synergy TV. We can't wait. It's premiering right after this show. Remember to keep it locked right here. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned and you watch it, because I am going to be staying tuned and watching it as well. All right, it's going to be it's the first installment of the Road Ready brand, which season 1 here, it will be for Orlando Carnival, and following that it would have season 2, which will take part in Miami Carnival. Talking about that, Miami Carnival 2023 is around the corner. I know for a fact you're going to be there, right?
I'm not sure. We'll see.
No,
you can't pre me, Don't pre me,
All right. Now, Jodi, we're here. Take 5. Game Take 5 is pretty much one of the signature games here on the show. All right, I have a series of games that I play, but the producers decided let's have some fun. They were actually in a toss-up with Draw Dash and Take 5. I said, no, I'm just meeting Jodi for the first time. I don't want to put her through Draw Dash. Draw Dash is pretty much, we would send you on a treasure hunt, and you have basically 10 seconds to get back. I would have you running through your house. So we didn't want to do that. First time meeting you. Said
first
no.
thing,
yeah.
I don't run. I do not
exactly.
run. I don't run. I can't. Look right now. My body dense. Me not run.
So what we decided to do, we said, listen, we will do Take 5. Now, Take 5 is this. We ask you to name 3 things on a particular topic, and you have pretty much 5 seconds to list 3 things. Okay?
Okay.
You set?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. First one here. All right. Name your 3 best carnivals.
Barbados, Cayman, Jamaica.
No particular order, right?
No particular order.
All right. What is it about those 3 that which one stands out for you with the most memorable, would you say?
Right now, I'm having some feels for Barbados Carnival. I went in, I believe it was 2006. I'm terrible with years. I think it was 2016, and I went with my sister. So Sean had actually gone a few months before to shoot a music video. I didn't even know he was with who. And while I was there, because I said to him, I was like, oh, can I come with you? But I was on a mission. So while I was there, I was like, hi, I'm Jodi. I'm with him. My girl, tell me something about Carnival now. So while I was there, I was doing my little research, finding a band, looking at hotels and stuff like that. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna come down for crop over. And when I came home, I got my costume. I booked a hotel, and I said to my sister, I don't move without my sister, right? And I said to my sister, come. And we went with absolutely no expectations. We did not know what, we went with 0 expectations. Staying in a hotel, we didn't know like where, the nearest restaurant was. We went with 0 expectations. And let me tell you, what a sweet piece of Carnival. Just, not having these, oh, you have to do this, or you have to do that, or, oh, meet up this person, oh, the band stops. We didn't know what was happening, and we didn't care. We're just like, okay. One day, we actually took the bus to go and get our costume. It was a nice little trip, man. A really, really nice little trip.
Wow.
Yeah, Barbados Carnival was, and our costume was pretty cool too. I mean, back in the days, not much to expect, but the costume was nice, pink and orange. What's standing out to me as well is Cayman. I'm actually heading over to Cayman Carnival in 9 days. We're going to be playing with Renegade Mass, and I'm really excited about that. I think Cayman is a great carnival, like for someone who may just want to like get their foot wet with, wants a first carnival, but they can't manage. So with Cayman Carnival, it actually starts later on in the day. It starts at about, I think it's 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can have the pre-drinks, or you can rest, or whatever it is you want to do in the morning, and then you come out and play mass, and just, you're going around the island. You look to your right and there's the ocean. You look to your left and there's people, and it's so civilized down there. People are standing on the sidewalk. There's no barricades, and they don't come over. Come over and say hi, but there's no raiders. There's no stormers. It's just, it's a really nice experience. It's a really nice little experience. And then Jamaica, this is my hometown. This was where I played my first carnival. This is where, this is a guaranteed carnival for me to play. And yeah, I get to be with my friends. I get to see my family on the sidelines. And then you have the fusion of dancehall music, so yeah, those are my three carnivals.
Beautiful thing, man. I mean, right. All right, next one here, Jodi.
Yeah.
Name 3 do's at Carnival.
Walk with your Panadol, walk with your QR Hennessy, and walk with your best friend.
I'm trying to understand the Panadol.
Panadol
I get the Panadol. The Hennessy following the Panadol.
Well, this is the trick. I'm going to tell you the trick. It's called front loading. You have a front load and back load. So what you do, right?
Okay, I'm intrigued now.
This is the trick. So before you do anything, so it could be a party, it could be a carnival, whatever it is. So before you start, an hour before you start anything, you take 2 Panadol, right?
Okay.
So front load, yes. And then when I think it's 6 or 8 hours, whenever the 6 hours is up, you take a next 2 Panadol. And then you want to backload now. Yeah, man, you want backload. So you want to make sure you just don't done and you then take, after that again, you take a next 2 Panadol. So this means your back not going to hurt you. You're not going to feel any hangover pain. Your knees not going to hurt it. Let me tell you, the front and back loading of the Panadol is the trick. So don't leave your Panadol, because mid-road, you have to take your Panadol. Remember, you're done front load and you're prepping for the back load. Panadol is a must. No, I've also learned that you see before you find the drink truck, the anxiety, and you run up and down, who is there, who call if you go back there, who want to take picture, and you stand up there and you're like, cup is empty. Well, if you walk with a queue of Hennessy, you'll be like, what picture come? Hey, how you doing? What's up? Come on, I'm good. How you doing? Right? You're not anxious about, where's the bar? Come, let's go, come on, let's go to the bar. Trust me, because that's happened. So now I'm like, if you find the bar or not, no matter where you're standing up, I'll stand with you. So walk with your queue of Hennessy, right? And what was it? Walk with your best friend. Let me tell you something.
Walk with your best friend. You need your best friend.
Need my best friend. Best friend.
All right. So, after the do's, we have to have the not to do. Name 3 not to do at Carnival.
Well, we already kind of spoke about this. So don't walk with your husband. Don't wear no uncomfortable shoes.
Okay.
Right? And don't leave your purse at home. You're going to need little, vex money and things.
All right. There it is. People, we are being educated here. Remember?
You don't want to cry, so just leave your husband home. Leave your husband home. I don't understand.
Oh, man. All right. Next here. Name 3 things you must pack on a carnival trip.
So I'm actually packing my carnival bag now for Cayman. One thing I must pack is my glue gun and my glue sticks. All of those little things, right? Also a pea funnel. We'll talk about that. A pea funnel. And my tights.
Your kite?
Tights.
Oh, tights.
Yeah. Love my tights.
Okay. So
see, I started my bag here.
Okay.
So in this bag, I'll pack anything that I think I may need to help me fix my costume. So I have my needle and thread. So whether I think my costume is going to be too big, I can stitch it in. My glue gun in case anything is falling off, because I don't want to be that stupid person at the basket. Oh my God, a bead fell off. What am I going to do? Can I get a refund? No, I can just go home and fix it myself. I'm easy. Oh my God, a feather's dropping off, you guys. Like, why is it doing that? Is it, I paid for this backpack. It's Frontline. I don't need to do that. I can just go home and stick on my thing myself. And that's okay. If you want to complain, you pay a big $800, girl. Complain all you want. That's fine. You know, do it. Right? So I have my little pack where I can fix my costume as necessary. So
and your pea funnel.
Yeah, so I don't have it here, but I just packed it. So I have my little carnival bag. And, the squatting thing don't look too good, And worse now, they're making the backpacks with the feathers that go all the way down to the ground. So if you stoop and pee on your feathers, you have them wet feathers that slap on the foot for the rest of the day. So I might suggest, the guys have a great idea, but they have a built-in funnel.
Right.
So what you do is you just travel with your funnel, right? I have the disposable one, and you just, you can stand and aim and shoot as you wish. right? You dispose of your funnel, preferably in a garbage pan, and then you're good to go. Your feathers are dry and fluffy and nice. You don't have to be like, ooh, you know, the little wet feeling, you know?
This is a W. All right, you got 2 more. All right, name 3 words to describe Carnival to someone who has never. If you had
3
just
words only?
Yeah, 3 words only.
Goosebumps, beautiful, colorful. I guess the beautiful and the colorful are the same thing, but colorful, goosebumps, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now check this out. Last one here.
Yeah.
3 soca artists that you must hear at a soca fete.
Bunji Garlin. Bunji Garlin, Bunji Garlin, Bunji Garlin, Bunji Garlin. And then because I walk with my bestie at all times, and she will, if she sees Patrice, she will start to just cry.
Okay.
So Patrice Roberts. And then 3, you know what? I'm gonna put in a Marshall. I ain't gonna be a hater. I'm gonna put in a Marshall. Yeah.
But definitely a bungee for you, for your best friend Patrice. And then you have the honorary mention Marshall. I mean, everybody knows Marshall. Oh wow.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, Jodi, thank you so much for hanging out with us here, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
A pleasure. The show Road Ready, folks, premieres following this. Remember, do not change your channel. Keep it locked right here, Road Ready. And the beautiful thing is, Road Ready actually shadows this show, so it will re-air again on Sunday nights. So if you miss it on Friday, you catch it again on Sunday, and then it airs again in the week. So it's definitely a beautiful thing. Tune in for it. The beautiful host Jodi, she's there. It premieres this Friday, like I said, and it's based out of Orlando. Follow this team. They're in Carnival. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of elements. I mean, Jodi, the floor is yours. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to all your viewers, for them to see Road Ready, for them to be caught up in the excitement, and to then become loyal viewers and fans of the show, because I know they will be, because it's such an amazing idea. It's such an amazing show, and it's such an amazing host. She's great.
Man.
Yeah, she earned her keep.
Well, thank you so much, Jodi. It's been a pleasure. We're definitely going to be tuning in. I definitely love it. All right.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Hi, this is Jodi, and you're watching Fusion with D-Life.